Hello, my name is Amanda Van Duzer, and I'm going to be recording my um, introductory speech, biography speech today. This is Seth. He is my audience today, and I'll go ahead and get started. I chose to do my speech today on Salvador Dali. Just imagine melting clocks, bold hues, and images pulled from the pages of the most fanatical dreams. These are the hallmark of the imagination of Salvador Dali, the brilliant artist. Salvador Dali was born in 1904, May 11th of 1904. He was an important contributor to the visual arts, especially with his work in the Surrealist movement of the 20th century. He impacted others in diverse fields such as film and other areas. He has broadly commercialized art also, and Dali left a unique and influential stamp on art and society. Dali was a unique contributor to the visual arts in the 20th century. An article in Sarasota magazine talked about Sigmund Freud's philosophy of the unconscious mind helped to shape Dali's artwork. Dali was very interested in Sigmund Freud's theory that the unconscious mind's desires were expressed in dreams. Dali often relied on his own tortured psyche for his imagery. He was even suspected to have his own behavioral or character psychological problems. He was a very avant-garde individual, both visually and in his character. One of Dali's favorite tools was to utilize a double imagery in his artwork. One image he has is close up. It's a picture of his wife looking over a balcony into the Mediterranean Sea. And if you step back about 20 feet, it's a picture of Abraham Lincoln. In 1927, Dali painted his first surrealist artwork titled Honey is Sweeter Than Blood. And in this artwork, it's a picture of a woman's body seated in the clouds, and it's headless. And this is considered one of the first surrealist artworks that he did. Dali also impacted others in diverse fields. In 1945, Dali was actually asked to collaborate with Alfred Hitchcock in a murder mystery film called Spellbound. He was asked to create a dream sequence in this film, and it was actually nominated for an Academy Award. There's also an edition of the Bible that is illustrated by Dali. Dali's actually done over 100 religious artworks throughout his lifetime. Dali helped to create storefront displays for designer stores in Paris, and also he had the opportunity to do one in New York City. The designer or the store owner changed Dali's design whenever he left, and Dali came back and saw this. He got really upset and threw part of his artwork out of the window because it had been tampered with. He was actually arrested for this disturbance. Dali often wrote poetry to accompany some of his paintings. Some of his poetry was pretty avant-garde also. Dali commercialized the art industry. He helped to do this. Actually, in 1939, Life magazine reported that at age 34, Dali was one of the most wealthy young artists, and his antics did help him to gain popularity and notoriety, and that in turn made his art popular. He was kicked out of the Surrealist movement later in life. He was accused of being too commercialized. Some of the other high-profile Surrealist artists of the time found it convenient to kick him out because he was getting a lot more notoriety and attention than they were. Also, in the 1960s and 70s, he did kind of turn away from his original artistic abilities for the ability to gain wealth in his with his artwork. He actually sold many items. He had many items for sale, including fabrics, clothing, and even he designed an ashtray for an airline. He was associated with a perfume called rock and roll, and he even endorsed Levine chocolates on French TV. So as we've seen, Dali's impact in paintings, other artistic fields, and the commercialization of art uh, were were major influences. These contributions were unique, and the influence is still seen today. Dali died in January 23rd of 1989 from heart failure. The last decade of his life, he actually wasn't able to do much art due to his failing health. Dali had just the right mix of ingenuity, insanity, and brilliance. He is an inspiration for all for his limitless creativity. He took chances in his work while others were scared to be different. And he has left a worldwide mark on art, and his influence will persist well beyond our lifetime.